My name is JahBunny, better known as the badass, the runaway slave, man from Buzzwap, man from Bakawal, original foundation, Rasta baby. I have not made a public announcement or utterance in quite some time now. And I have been silent on this platform, listening and watching and observing. And you are the first one, my brother, that I find to be of king spirit. I have a platform named The Runaway Slave, JahBunny the Runaway Slave. And if you go on the YouTube, you will see what I have been saying over the years. I is of the opinion and in agreement with what you have said just now, from the angle that when we build this movement here in Jamaica, we didn't build it as a church or as a Bible following type of. None of us was from that Bible extract, and it's only when we becomes, for lack of a better word, popularize that a lot of ex-altar boy, ex-Christian jump out of Christianity, jump in a Rasta, and today they are the one that have killed the revolutionary spirit, the Pan-African spirit from Rastafari, and now turn it into a global church. So it's like we are now more Christian than Christian. Like I said, I am a revolutionary Rasta baby. I don't believe in no type of Bible or Bible trading. I don't care when the Bible was right or how it was right or who write it. Because the Bible is not what gonna free I and I. The only thing that will free I and I is total revolution. And if you not see that, then you can go and talk. That's why I'm silent and just observing, because I'm not the kind of Bible preacher.
But it is not happening so. You know, there is some ones where maybe don't want to express that rawness of them and give you a kind of refine of themselves, but the root of Rastafari never change. The Greetings, Rastafari. JahBunny. Yes, I. Revolutionary. Yes, I. Rastafari Army. Yeah, we need the army too, man. We need the army, you know. It's one body, you know. We need the army, you know. Protect our nation, you know. Real revolutionaries. Yes, I. Yes, I. But I want to remember in the days, a long, long time, when in the starting of Rastafari, I know I can go way back further than you, but nothing beat a trial but a success. I will not say failure. I no fail. But there was a time, JahBunny, when Rasta never read no book. And Rasta never carry no book. Nor nothing of that. And the people them never did believe in nothing what the Rasta said. The judgment and the hardship was hard upon the Rasta man them. Until when them start see books and things now, ones and people start get more acquainted and start accept Rastafari. Is not Rasta never changed. Rastafari movement never really changed to compromise to please the colonialists. You know, that even today it is happening that farm. You know. It may seem a way, brother, but it is not happening so. You know, there is some ones where maybe don't want to express that rawness of them and give you a kind of refine of themselves, but the root of Rastafari never change. The fire keep burning same way. You know, so I feel and I say that the ideology of the concept what the item have is perfect. How can I and I now join and expand that within the movement that one can observe this as a knowledge and strength to support the movement? Because we and I would love to see this Rastafari movement stronger with great men like the I who is here present. We appreciate love your present, as an ancient one who know the thing. So we are say, let's see that the ones who have this concept and this, this believer, this knowing, cannot believe now, it's a knowing, to let's find a way or time or day out so we can gather those ones with a concept, so we can strengthen that because it is important within the movement, very much in so to say it's very important. So, it's just like it's so now weird when you say, when one say, like, there's no Christian and this, but there is some who has that concept, of in the movement of Rastafari, and also there is some that does not have that Christian concept. And to say, add to that also, many ones who follow this Christian, it seems as if it was that there was such a difficult time and difficulties that they were having. Even the elders, them, most of the ones, them, have beaten and been damaged in a reform. And it's like using the Bible is what the people was reading in such time, the black people even up to today. So that's why, the Ras read, because they're come, remember they're growing from a home with a mother and father, right? And then their mother and father taught them how to read the Bible, right? And they learn, but then when in the end they interpret that in a form of Rastafari, I think it value. I think it has its value. Not that it is quite the old thing of Rastafari, but I think it has its value. It gave a quick overstanding to one around their community. See it. So I think it has a value too. But the ones who have this concept of what you're saying, that revolution, it's always good that they could come together. So we could have a revolution, Rastafari revolution, reasoning our platform at a time when ones can, reason up on the revolutionary side and try to take out, as we're in time of document also, take out some documents on Rastafari Revolution 2022 and have these things, them moving forward. So in the later years to come, at least this was created already, are updated to say. Give thanks, my brother. Nice to hear the eye. We love to hear you every time, my brother. More voice from the eye come forward it makes sense. Bless yourself, badass, Rastafari, live and love. Mighty God, King Ali Selassie. You see, God, when you talk about it come again, the supreme, and it's like the whole thing boil up again to be in the same site of. So ones would say it's a Christian, but it's a supreme power also. Christ and this, so come on, give thanks to him for the reasoning, More love, Asian Council. Blessed love, you don't know, so we're on the battlefield, when I ease off.
Greetings of perfect love to my brother Abuna and Ras Bukiai. Bukiai, bless. Here I have to show the eye now. Revolution straight. There's a reason why I man listen to what the eye said just now. But you see what the eye said just now, even though I can full stand what the I say, it no really have no link. Remember, we come from back a while. Me not have no friend. Me not have no Rasta friend we used to go to church. Me not have no Rasta friend we used to walk with Bible. All of my friends, them a gun them walk with. Don't go back a wall, a gun we play with, a gun we deal with. I just we take people things because revolutionary straight. So let me tell you that I know something without if you know now when you talk about foundation Rastaman. Yeah? Between 1950 and 1978, Rasta was at total war with Babylon in Jamaica. You hear me say? Between 1950 and 1970. So here we go down here now. See? You say 90, when the Coral Garden thing, most Rastaman just come tell lie on the system and make it look like Babylon just get up and say, bring in all the rest of them dead or alive. If Babylon say that, you have to remember, say we were at war. Yeah, we declare war upon Babylon back them time there. And now today the Christian Rasta them are trying to flip the thing and try to make the thing look like Babylon declare war upon we. We did declare war upon them. Claudius Henry declare war upon Babylon. Claudius Henry did the America back in the dark days. And what Claudius Henry did was bring his son and a missionary team into Jamaica. And though that team, the works with that team manifest in a one strike, out, date, the Maroons history because the Maroons them used to catch slave and return. Claudius Henry team wipe out full royal police in a one strike. And the evidence and the documents was published on this platform. I mean, not hear nobody on this platform even say, hail Claudius Henry and give no strength to the document. So right now, these things disturb me. And it make me know, say, I pay a Christian on the platform, I swap Bible talk, and I not depend that with no man. But I like the man them to revisit the Claudius Henry part of the thing. If you want to know how the thing that's set, look, the record is right there. It shows you, say, this whole Christian movement and pacifying of Rasta was orchestrated by the intellectual them up in a University of the West Indies. Them never comes one love.
Let me continue. Let I continue reason up with my brother Badars to get more knowledge. Yes. I realize, actually, not to say I realize, the point you're making is that it's about the watering down of the Rastafari movement and the Rasta. That is what Badars is saying. Badars is saying here about the watering down and what caused the watering down of Rastafari up to this time in this 2022. Because he's saying that the foundation of Rastafari, it was not tend to have no watering down into this time of the long run, to say. So he's saying what caused the watering down, and if we continue on that path, the watering down for Rastafari will continue, and a new thing will going to emerge out of that watering down, which Babylon themselves will have their fully control when it should not be so. So what is he saying? What he's saying here is not something I is taken for granted. It's very important, this conversation that he started this morning with. I'm just weighing on it just to give some strength to the reasoning. I'm not looking at any position or power of anything, but just listen to the reason, because up to time we see how much people them kill. And they are Rasta. I have a brethren that just killed here in Costa Rica that he just innocent and them kill him because him don't have him gun and thing. So, you know, that softness and it seems as if I is also some of the ones them who kind of go with a kind of acceptance within the community, which the wicked them out the same way and it not really conquer them to that level. So we give our standing to Badar's reasoning, you know. Many ones must say arrest up here now in the West, but you know, when one's rise, one will weigh in on it. So we full way I say right Badars, you know, as you know, so this platform open 24/7 and I hope 24/7 same way, you know. So we just depend on the mission, you know. So give thanks. Come in, man. We love your man. We love your teaching, man. Badass, man. Come on, man. A very, very important thing you say. Yes, so Claudius Henry now. That document for forward up again so we can reason up back to the day. Yes, we would love to hear that. Same way. Blessings and love, you know. Rastafari. Greetings and love, blessed morning, blessed uprise. Yes, Badars. I check out what they say, you know. I went and do some little research there and come forward and think the rest here. And those are the history of what happened in Rastafari. But I don't sure I have that clear that the history of Rastafari must be the same in the future, for the future. I think the future must come better, you know? So it's a lot of question, you know, in my mind about this newspaper, you know, these report and how they were classing Rastas in those times. I think today it's slightly different. And then again, Claudius Henry was a reverend. That's another thing. So he must have some Christ and some kind of Christian within himself. Same way, you know. Not maybe a white kind of concept of Christ, but some kind of faith and belief they have in themselves, you know. And I would say they were waiting for the black man redemption. Also additional to that, that the Cuban brother, I don't know if it's Fidel Castro brother, is the one who helped overthrow His Majesty. If you want to give me a clarity on that, because some setup go on to overthrow His Majesty when His Majesty changed upon them, and them will have a different human being, but not His Majesty. See, and so I would just think that the reason why Rasta does not carry that concept and carry a concept of His Majesty, also because of that history that had happened to His Majesty and the throne in Ethiopia. If you can give a clarity on that, it's more than welcome. Give thanks, Rastafari.
You see, a youth like you, in the days of Bakawal, you couldn't survive. You know why you couldn't survive, Garfield? You don't have no discipline. Youth like you would have tie you up, you know, and beat bad man out of you. I tell you that, Garfield, because you have now. Make sure you know the manners now. And your elder, and even the way you question her, make me want to go into the cellar. Simple. Because here we for know now, Garfield. You see, revolution is fought on many different forum. You see? So if you is a Bible preacher, you can also be a Bible revolutionary preacher. You see, if me that hear that come out of you, then would I have all the respect and love for you, because everybody needs to pick up the M16, yeah? I am a M16 revolutionary warrior. And the problem why I don't speak on this platform is that you don't have no respect on it's all bitches and punks. You see that? So me go offend on you now. Yeah? Me see you as some little girls. Bitches. All of them do every day sit down and blood clot, swap scripture, and chat folk about ancestor and all them blood clot foolishness there. That now carry no gun away. That's why me just fall back and just enough time I watch you in a Garfield. I hear me say look while. If me did down a Mandeville radio, me tie up your liquor blood clot as whole as me is when I tie you up. Cause you forget tie up and lick on your mouth. Yeah, cause people like you is who make this thing becomes where it becomes today. Water down and you can't see yourself and nobody won't tell you about yourself. Each time you talk to me like me and your size. And that is offense, you know. You talk to me like you don't have no respect, me your size. Me no size. Me keep a telling you say the Rasta way uno. I follow and I preach. Me don't know about it and you can't get me. And me not say you no Rasta in a Garfield. Me not label none of uno, monga so no act like girls. I'm a coward. Yeah. Una keyboard coward and internet warriors. That's what you are. You understand? And when you hear a man like, a youth like Uno kill out the whole of the blood clot struggle. Yeah. And frighten big man like I. But the defense now, Uno can't frighten I. Because Uno now gone away. You see me? Now let me show you something. Bongo Watto, Bongo Eddie, Sam Brown, Planner, the whole of them got through where you are trying to bring to me now. Yeah. No man never, me tell you something. I man never disrespect Bongo Watto or Bongo Eddie or Sam Brown or Fox or Wolf or none of them elder there. I never question them. So if you want to know now how Rasta becomes how it comes, it's my generation. Run out them little Bible blood clot preach out the back of wall. And we run them out. You have to know and see how to run them out. I and I run out them blood clot out the back of wall, West Kingston. You have to know that. And we run with all Bible blood clot preachers. We run them where. I'm telling you this, and we set this. Now, boy, now come tell me now what kind of war to fight. If you're not about the revolutionary aspect of the thing, then go and do your thing. Respect, and everybody are going to pick up arms. You understand? But me not tell you to put on the Bible. Me not tell you to leave the church. So give me same respect and just stand down and know, say, yo, the elder they depend something different because some are going on. What never endorse my liberty? Bongo Eddie never endorsed my liberty, but them couldn't fight it down because with a ton of gun pan them. You take my gun partial. I and I tell you again, I and I make all of them Bible preachers that for left out of buzzwalk. Yeah, which part me come from a gun run there, so. And you know disrespect I go on with nobody spot me come from. I think the boy can't come talk about A or B to us and come disrespect any of our people which part we come from. So stand down, my youth. In the bush there, Mandeville, just hold it down, man. Look, every time I see you, Garfield, I always see you, I see you take on people, I see you this people, I see you do certain things by your limited overstanding. I'm not getting your reason, brother. So when you see big man like me with my mouth, man, leave me alone, man. Please. Yeah, because I don't want your youth. I not there to teach you nothing. You understand? You come ask me if my children them have M16. You don't need to hear that. You don't need to know nothing about my children them. You and them are the size. You and them are the same. All of my children, 11 of them, under different realms of revolutionary aspect, and them are fight it on them own platform, how them want to fight it. Just like them father have stand firm in what I believe in. So I not force nothing upon the eye, Garfield. If it more time, no, it's a public platform, this, you know. You have some reverence and some respect and discipline when you talk to your elders. Them don't come talk to me and I go on now like, sometimes I see you talk to Raspuki like, you and the man want to mix up. You know, nobody no come here so for mix up, brother. I never start off for disrespect nobody. I just show you, say, I'm not changing up Garfield. Remember that? Every time I open my mouth, I the same thing you hear, you know. You're not going to hear no Bible talk and no church talk and no preaching come out of my mouth. I'm not come join force with nobody like the eye. Because I'm going to end up turn my gun upon you. Yeah, are you a turn the Bible upon me? I know the Bible can't do me nothing. So stand firm, my youth, and make the reason go through, man. I know everything you have to agree with or everything you have to challenge. I not, look, around 6 months now, I'm not saying nothing on the platform, you know. Yeah. So I'm still saying your things, and you ignore it. So me I send your things privately and, you know, respond to me privately so we can have a one-on-one. But every time somebody open their mouth on the platform, you have to go on now like I run the platform. And it's a little juvenile. Yeah, humble yourself, man, and make big man express themselves, man. Either you like it or you don't like it. But you don't have to challenge it. Because I'm not challenging the youth. I know what I know and I stand on what I know. So ease yourself.
Yeah, shout out for my broadcast before me even done listen this. Cause I'm not done listen. I reach halfway and I feel laugh and I say, I'm not overstand. And that's the same thing they say that the man who speak from him heart, you know. And I just say you see a thing and I just say a thing there, man, for no. And some coward them, my brother. Me not no support. That me I tell you. Right now, me never start up a little thing named Rise On. I have that little support where even see me all put on a little show and them thing there. The rest of them, man, are some coward. Them I wait to see, you know. Yeah. They're up on the road still, you know. But them I wait for say. There's a saying, you know, them people are rather sacrifice than a hero, you know. Them are rather sacrifice, you know. Them people are like, say, me they tell him, me when you want him, no fear talk, sir, and him depend on the TV, him depend on where they talk. They want to see a sacrifice, you know. So them can say, we can't win. Me keep telling them, no, say, we can't win against them people, yeah. You know, I got my brother, so... I just say there are enough coward in the thing, brother. You know, remember, you know, even though Marcus was another, you know, something else sometime, we have to just remember when him call them the race of cowards, you know. So, I go on, brother. But then, yeah, I realize, say, yo, them man, you know, them write up the Banaya Bingi guidelines that no stranger should touch the drum or no ball head man who is not a Rasta should touch the drum, and you have police who is the enemy, ballad, touch the drum. You say no gun, nothing there. Them have to come back the next time without gun, but then come in with gun. So no guidelines, no, you know, these things are like, you know, joke thing, brother. You know, and are the same ones who write it like I right, then I have been the guidelines basically, you know. You know, so, well, if him not write it, him edit it and put it back together, how the world of Rasta is supposed to be looking at it, you know. And so, may I say, look on the thing, what is the situation about here, so my brother? You know, it's like a real sellout. Everybody I look them own little bargain and deal out of this thing, you know. It gone commercialized to a level where it can't be rescued, you know. A total destruction is gonna be the only solution for them boy, you know. I saw it going, brother. The whole of them were kiss Babylon ass have to go down with Babylon, you know, my brother. Yeah, my man stand alone, you know, brother, right now, you know. Yeah, man. You have all members in a rise and with them just dip on the group on my platform and I just listen. The care back news, go get them see him like a pirate and culprit here, we say them a rasta and you know, bandulu and bandoozle the people them. My brother, I just go on do the eye thing and go on light fire and them bomber clot, brother. Them as I think I just push over thing this and things that some lay down and take lick business and I know that with them, brother, you know. I take the Bible to which part me can take the Bible. I take every book where I have wisdom, consciousness, guidance. I make no book govern or run me no way, left or right, you know. And me run my thing. I make no book run me. I wake up I 10 years and I want to read a book. I read no book, you know. So I just go. I want to read book every day again. I read book every day. Yeah, so I make no book govern me, man, because I sovereign, you know. I made up on my little TV broadcast, I'm like a radio broadcast, I mean, yes, so I tell people, say, I name myself I a Congo I, because Congo mean God. And when I say I a Congo I, I mean I a God. I, in a I. I don't look for God outside of I, you know. Same so, and that is just the same way a man say I, the same thing, I. Aya is God, you know. So when you say Aya, say yeah, God. Same so.
Yo, we never reach a mediator ask. I'm gonna laugh. Well, I don't hear what go on. We're gonna tie you up, Garfield.
You know? Whether you want to listen or you don't listen, that's not. Now you're bingy. Elder Bunny, I go and talk to the eye. You know? Whether you want to listen or you don't listen, that's not a problem to I. I don't have to use no derogative words to the eye. I don't have to talk like the eye or go on like the eye. None at all. Because I Father is earth rightful ruler. You know? His Majesty put words in I mouth as him did to Jeremiah. And the words that His Majesty put in I mouth is words of justice and judgment, truth and rights. And these words are words where cramp and paralyze flattering lips and weak heart and pretenders, you know, and these things. Now, I hear the I exalt the I self, you know, in some foolish, in some foolish way too. Yeah. Now, before I go to where the I exalt the I self with, I go just deal with the important part first. You know, that's the council can understand what type of meditation I hold, because I no come on this council to look for support from no one. I never go to Nyabingi for look no friend or no support from no one, or to be no one best friend. You know what I mean? So make I show the eye a reason. The eye forward on the council with some disturbing reason. One of the reasons what the eye forward with is about His Majesty. The eye telling the council that the eye now of His Majesty as the eye rater, as the God and King for I and I. Now, I hear the eye say these things, you know. I listen. His Majesty reason with I and show I say, look, not send unto him yet. Look and see who on the council go and correct him, because ones must hear or see the message, whether you talk it or you write it, because I know you said that. So Rastafari said, look, if anyone go and correct him. I see no one try to do that. Anyway, I still observe, you know. I still look and see what go on. Till I see a voice note, a record. The voice note, a record is the same virgin that the I mentioned in the I reason, Elder Bunny. Now, this Virginia, when I hear what him go and say about the I reasoning, he must support the I. Now, when one's hear one forward on the council, Depends is who too. When one's here, one's forward on the council with a type of reason where Elder Bunny forward with against the king. Because there's a lot of one him walk around and tell these things about the king, you know. Say the king is not the God and king or the irata for the earth or earth rightful ruler. Now, when one's here, the eyes say that now, ones are disturbed, you know. But ones might be afraid to even address you. Because to how the eye first come on the council, the eye forward with this gun mouth meditation. You know? So I adjust the eye because I couldn't take it no more. So I adjust the eye just to see if the council seeing what the eye say. Now, when I adjust the eye and I tell the eye, say, oh, the eye to call the eye self a Rasta baby and yet still saying that His Majesty is not the irata of humanity. The eye give I this reasoning. Can't remember what the eye say, but the eye still say Ray. Now, I say it can't work on the council because the council is Rastafari. Rastafari, I told the council. Rastafari is in the midst of this council. If the eye don't know. See? So I reason with the eye and I show the eye my point that I now go support what the eye say and I now go listen what the eye say. Now after I do that now, I see a brethren adjust the eye, telling the eye that the eye is cool because what the eye say red. Now I see a next brethren adjust the eye, which is the same brethren where the eye talk about, mention and his reasoning. Mention in your reasoning. After this same brethren send a voice note supporting you. See? Now, after I reason with you, this same brethren now forward now, telling you now that you're supposed to keep cool. The whole heap of disrespecting Ray. That's what this brethren come and tell you, the same one where you're mentioning, you know, where you say, yeah, here, yeah, listen, oh, I talk to this brethren. I know business where you listen to fire. I know business where you listen to, you know. You know, I don't care if you listen to it, I know discipline and principle. And it govern the council. Yeah? So I say, JahBunny, Elder Bunny, that I no support the eye, where the eye say. See, because from the eye talk on this platform, I already tell the eye, say, I now learn nothing with the eye, when the eye reason, because all the eye talk about is gun. Arms up this, arms up that. Now, I hear, yeah, say, if I did there, a back a wall and this and that. JahBunny, a West Kingston, my born, you know. A West Kingston, my born, you know. My family, them in a West Kingston, you know. Me come from Rima, you know. See? So I'm not afraid of your little talk. Because blood run through you and blood run through me. But I have to tell you something. Your days of badness finish. So when you say if you live a mandeville, if you did a mandeville and you see eye. You see eye and you couldn't even never touch, you couldn't touch eye. And that I tell you, Elder Bunny. So behave yourself and stop exalt yourself. Because that is the only energy the eye them have. See? That is the only energy. Better see you never look pan. Better see you never go a Buckingham Palace from your there, where you're there. And go tell none of them gear there where I will a Buckingham Palace say, yo, I'm an M16, me I can come up here, come short up here. Better see you never go a Buckingham, go tell them that from your there, or England where you're there. No, never. Never. But you're talking about revolutionists. Eh? The eye the near Buckingham Palace, the eye even the near Rome. Eh? You ever march, go up at Buckingham Palace and go tell King Charles or any one of them, say, look man, may I come burn down this man. You ever do that? No. But you tell I say, if you did there Mandeville, if you did there Ray, and you there England, where Buckingham Palace there. That's why I said to you, say, when you talk about revolutionary meditation, you have to make sure you youth them involved in it too as well. Yeah, you have to make sure you youth them involved. Because if you use a Rasta baby and a talk about revolutionary meditation, you youth them have to follow that method, you know. You see me? So that's why I tell you, if the eye arms up, none of the eye children. I'm wrong to say that? Eh? I overstand say a lot of one youth within Rastafari, enough Rasta man or Rasta woman youth. You know, see them, I come do the work, you know, for Rastafari, you know. Most of the youth them, especially the girl them all go there without some ballad bridging, some rum drinker. Yeah? Them all even cut off them locks and start live different life. Just like the boy too. So the eye them not teaching you nothing but Rastafari liberty. That I go on. See? So I tell you, try forward a man there. If I saw the eye attack, forward. And anyway you see eye, do what the eye go do. Isis? Yeah, do what the eye do. Anyway you see eye. See? And your next bridging too. Because I saw him talk like you know, him did mention that. So me I wait for any time him come to Jamaica, me there bingy. Him do what him do too. Because I'm not beg friend in this. I'm not look no one to support me. You see I? Me not ask no one when to talk or how to talk on this. If I want to like how me talk, delete me off of the council. No problem with that. Yeah, because that time they so forward. What show me here talk now? You still upon this fool thing. See? One go give the youth them ammunition and the same set of rasta around them go report them to Babylon say him have gun. We don't need them type of rasta there around we. We need to move the pretenders them first, Elder Bunny, before we can start deal with what the eye talk about in a intelligent way, not like how you attack. Because you are based upon your ghetto or you used to run, your garrison or you used to run where you live. You know what I mean? Rastafari a global thing. We are dealing with all type of people. We not deal with just one little place in a Rima, or just one little place in a garden, or one little place in a jungle. You hear that? This bigger than your garrison and your ghetto where you talk about. Overstand that. And I say, you exalt yourself, and you shall be a base and a judgment. Fire and brimstone. No. So you can. So what do I want to say? Because that still no scare eye, no frighten eye. Nor do I nothing. It just go through one ears and come back through the other. When I hear the eye attack in the morning here in Jamaica, I laugh. I laugh, because I tell you, say anytime you forward with your type of disturbing reason, I go intervene and cut you down because I know the mission where you're depend. Because I ask you to get an interview with Ras Ivory and I know. Yeah, I even tell you, Bridget, where you mentioned in your reasoning, to get an interview with Ras Ivory then. I know, because on his platform, him not allow no one to come and call them type of name there. So, you see what the eye them a try bring upon the eye themselves, a judgment, man. Me I tell the eye them that. Judgment. I want to take back that. So, me tell you, Elder Bunny. Let me tell you, Elder Bunny. The same gun what you have mind that gun turn on you. Rastafari.
Yes, Ras Garfield. This is not a this is not an answer or a reply. This is only to let you know that I am big enough to listen to what you have to say. So now that I listen to what you say, I am not going to, out of respect, me listen to what you have to say. And I'm going to say to the I, you express that you are free to express yourself. Therefore, you should extend that same amount of respect to each one on this platform. Like I have said, I have listened to I all the time. All the people in my address, and whenever you get upset, I listen to the I. And I have never buck into your conversation or try to take it on personal. Whether you say I like or I don't like. So therefore, let's keep it real. You don't have to reply to when you hear I speak. All you have to do is just hold it and just go and laugh like you say. You could have just go and laugh, you know. You could have just go and laugh like all the other time when me hear you, me just laugh, or if me don't want to hear, me just switch off. And so me deal with your thing, you know. So don't look for me to come back to you now with no back and forth thing, because that's kind of draining, and I never even say that. So if you're really offense though, you know, me go stand down on it. Because you say you come from Rima, but you come from Rima lately. Yeah, Rima, my band, you know. Foot, Greenwich Street, my band. Yeah? So, when my band with a different, you can't put your band in, like you say, my ideas done. You say that, you done my ideas. You are here to done my ideas. Just check yourself, Garfield. Garfield is here now to done my ideas. And the only way you can done my ideas, Garfield, is both a shot in my face. Until that time, my ideas is right here now. Yeah. So I don't know about no days and no night and all them things. There no night and no day in a Zion. That's how we did go. So how we set them things there, you know? So when you talk about universal Rasta, I don't know about no universal Rasta, you know? So you can't just try to fathom when you hear me talk. When me talk Garfield, me I talk about how me know Rastafari. Me no response for how you are set it and how you and which vision and which dream you get. Me no get dream and me no get vision. Me no get them thing there. Inspiration, true born vibration. Yeah, and like me tell you, say, this revolution will be fight on different platforms. So you know have to hear I know where my youth them a do. That's none of your business.
Glory to word, glory to sound, glory to the power, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. Haile Selassie the first. King of king and Lord of lord. Lead and guide and I. The spirit and the hyrites, the conquering lion, shall break every chain. Yes, I, brethren and sisters, give thanks and praise to your next day above the earth. Give thanks to life, you know. And give thanks to the word and the sound and the power and the reasoning. So I and I must learn from each other and respect each other. That's why man always I say. You need loyalty to the cause. For I and I be fighting a revolutionary war against Babylon. You know, we've been deemed as rebellious against the Babylon church and state. So I and I is no part of the church and state in a Babylon. I and I is totally against what church and state have to offer to I and I, or even said to I and I as Rasta. And over the years on this platform, I try to like express the iris of how Rasta get into the Bible business and all these things. You know, where it wasn't the Bible where Rasta start with, or locks. Dreadlocks start with in Jamaica. Because we always say dreadlocks in Jamaica from the 17th century. We have proof and documentation of dreadlocks where I fight the white man to free the people and I'll escape these people them off of the plantation. And that's how our tribal people come up as people who are fight against this plantation system and are free with brother and sister off of the plantation. And so till 1930, when the emperor crowned King Rastafari, I take on the name with the identity for Babylon couldn't identify I or have no name for I identity of what we are doing. So after 1930, the church and the state start to persecute Rasta by using the said Bible. The church and the state in Jamaica and elsewhere in the Caribbean use the Bible to justify the persecution and the touch against Rasta. And so till a set of brethren in the dung leap, because enough, that's where all the rubbish throw. So when all the old books when I use and so, none of I ancient, them never went and buy any Bible nowhere. None of being the elders where I know never buy a Bible yet. Them get most of the first set of elder them go down a dongle and pick up books, pick up Bible. Or then we get a Bible from them grandmother, me dead and left a Bible give them. But I never see none of the ancient them are here, none of the ancient them take out money say them are go buy a Bible or them are go buy a set of Bible for the church or for the Nyabingi house or these things. But to say all of that is we try to show the one them where and how Bible get into contact with Rasta after 1975 when them said them overthrow His Majesty. The universities and the high school students them at the time now were a follow behind the ancient them. Did have problem into school with locks, going into school with locks. Some of these high school students now, some permanent Rasta were in a Nyabingi now, some of them even write the Nyabingi guideline too. These was some youths now where use the Bible as a tool to reinstate themselves in the institution, the school institution in Jamaica. For whenever the principal and tell them about them locks or certain thing about the Bible, then we come to the elder them and get an interpretation, and then we go back to them school or whatsoever. And when them give the teacher these reasoning from the Bible, the teacher will loud spear them. So that is what really builds some of these so-called Rasta leader now into intellectual by interpreting the Bible in a Rastafari way to win a point over to Babylon, which what them say Rastafari is the Almighty. It reach a stage now where them start to use the Bible now against them one another. Man start to observe because a lot of ones can't read and write because, it go up on the plantation, Babylon take away education, and people just have different behavior where right, which is ignorance. But these so-called Bible scholars would have claimed to say it is no behavior or it is indiscipline, and it's the same type of principle like Christianity look at life. Or they look at life in a certain way how their government and system set it up. Like if you do certain things, if you go in a bar go drink, you're not a Christian no more. If you go certain places, you're not a Christian no more. Which where they might come from say, is the Bible say that? But it said part of the Bible said that you have a next part of the Bible where contradict that. For according to modern study, the last study them have, it was 50,000 mistake them find in the Bible along with contradiction. Now, after these university and high school students come among the elders using the Bible to defend themselves in the society against the people that them could have wear their locks and do certain activity within the society, them take the Bible, as I man say, one step further now, then start to use it now for criticize amongst them brethren and sisters, and especially the youth them now where rise up as revolutionary spirit where I deal with strictly back to Africa. Then start to use the Bible in a way now to judge you, just like the courthouse, because Babylon used the said Bible in the courthouse. And then start to read the Bible now. And if the Bible say, if you dress so, if you walk so, then hold a pint there. Then don't look on the other pint down the further down in the Bible where counteract the other part, they will say that. So the third generation now start to analyze these type of theory where these Rasta elder coming with and most of these ones, and every reference them have, if you and them in a conversation, is death and judgment them are sent by, which is that come from the Bible, said we. So when you look now, the third generation now reject the Bible. For before Bongo Watto passed away, him burn the word Jah, and that included the Bible and all these things, and Rastafari and all these things. All these men, where did I follow Bongo Watto? They never only burning Jah, them just burning the Bible. Some of them even go as far as burn Selassie I too. For I and I was youth watching, observing these men, and one of these never did tell them, say them wrong. So we have to remember, we're coming from a revolutionary background, a rebellious background that we're rebelling against the British Empire. Bongo Watto himself used to walk with a ratchet knife in a pocket, and on several and more than one occasion in dry it and prepare for use it against people who try to obstruct him. So when a youth man now will come up and say he will draw him sword or draw him knife, and some Rasta who following these elder, we have said them youth are demon and them are this and them are that. But them never learned the part there about the elder. Say the elder was that type of man too. For the elder don't go outside and do it. Do certain things inside. So enough of the things them will happen with I and I have to speak the truth, because when you don't speak the truth, it left ones and ones in an illusion.
You know, and if a man come and him say, him no praise Rastafari, him praise the sun, or him praise the moon, or him praise the star, who am I to deny his faith? Because it's the faith in him, make him say that. A man can come and say him praise the dirt, because whatsoever him seeing at the earth, you know, whatsoever him praise the tree, whatsoever him seeing at the tree, you know. And we all have to live with the one that know, say, everyone have a different way of how they approach and deal with things on earth. We have one cause, two cause, which is these two cause is our sovereignty, our land and our God. We identify God in us, and we identify God through the King. For the voice of our King is the voice of God. The Almighty, Haile Selassie I first. So this is the concept and the principle that coming from ancient of days, where it totally different from Babylon philosophy and opinion of their system and their society and their state and their churches. Our way in Africa of our redemption story of life and death is different from how this King James Bible expressed about life and death, or heaven and hell. So we the third generation now, that's why I see enough of the youth them within the third generation now, it start show the Bible in the fire. And then say after a time all paper I will cast in the lake of fire, you know. All paper I will cast in the what? The lake of fire. The lake of fire may not literally mean a fire with light. Because when you're interpreting prophecy, you got to interpret in prophecy in the righteous and the rightful way. Lake of fire can be the said beast, which is the computer, the main beast, which is the amount of current it takes to run the computer system. Is fire is the current, you know. Because if it can burn up. So you say all books, all paper, I will get cast in the lake of fire. This is one of the interpretation of how the ancient them will tell you about Revelation, because when someone read the Bible to the ancient them take it, spin it upside down, and take out the part where of overstanding. The part when you read about this particular prophecy, with the interpretation of the prophecy, it bring a overstanding and a peace of mind, and it bring harmony to the atmosphere and the presence of everyone. So the problem we have is that one's using the Bible and they are no different from the church and state of Babylon. The worst thing a one can do to Rasta is get up and read a Bible to Rasta and no one can ask no question. Or not even say no one can ask no question, but you just read a go and no one no ask no question. I never go and see the elder then read Bible away there. When I want to read the Bible, I interject and clarify that part before you go any further. And you must get a full understanding, and the understanding must be touchable to our situation. That's how black people and our ancient could identify, say, the Bible speak about Africa and we. If we never was interpreting the Bible in the African way, we would have get brainwashed to accept a white state and a white church. But through the interpretation of the elders over the years with the Bible, we interpret ourselves as a black state with a black church, with our black land and our black God. But the Bible is not something that will lead us to salvation and repatriation, redemption. We got to fight for our rights, which it is a revolutionary moment, It is a revolutionary Iowa. And when I want trod in Rastafari, you cannot afraid to die. You cannot afraid to put your neck on the block for the cause. You have to be ready to put your neck on the block for the cause. And you can't disrespect your brethren and your sister, and you now have no strength to defend yourself against Babylon. That come like you're just a bully now. You don't know if you bully your brethren and sister, but when it come on to defend yourself against Babylon, you're running and you're hiding and you now have nothing to say pertaining to the cause and the revolution we are going. So this is so some are the ones them we deal with the Bible find themselves. The elder them say, I want must take them Bible, read it with understanding. And don't read only the Bible alone. When you're reading, you have other books, because in order to learn the Bible to its fullness, you have to read other books where have similar information where the Bible have. And there are books in Africa where give you precise information to the missing puzzle in the Bible. For the Bible is like a puzzle book, So even the Moses story, I want to get up and I read the Moses story in the Bible now. If you is not a wise person, it left you without an understanding of what, because it's just be a miracle and a man attack to a cloud and burning bush and these things we tell about, which in real life and the story of what happened and transpired in Africa, totally different from that. It happened in a reality farm where the writing there. So these story where the white man take and write is just some stories where in get Africa and write them down, and the generation unlock a lot of mystery, how far they are mystery Babylon. Them just tell you give the truth, but them put it upside it down and in a puzzle. So you got to sit down and do the puzzle, do the maths in order to get the correct answer to what go on. But it reached a stage now where we passed that time passed. That time has passed. For we know we no longer need to use Bible to defend with rights and with cause, For we did use the Bible now to stop the persecution from Babylon. Just hold on, take break a buckle, a glass buckle, and them just trim you. Or them will just tie on your locks on the police jeep, and them will just drive and just drag you to the station by your locks. And when they reach at the station, they will just use them back and just bust it off and anything. So Bible verse and by learning these prayers and them things that the elder them pray against and use words against Babylon. But it reached a stage now where Rasta now I pray and I use the same word where I and I use it to defeat Babylon against you one another. And you walk your mouth wide same way against your brethren, like how you walk me it against Babylon. And it becoming indespicable and unacceptable amongst the younger generation. We do not see any reason for that. and those type of violent attack within spiritual realms. You know, it better you and a man go physically and you see who better than who can thump down who than you try to use diabolical force to defeat your brother and sister. You know? So we don't respect that. You know, we say I want a cast spell. This group is not no spell casting, you know. It's not somewhere where a man fi come and cast spell upon other people and bring down other people and try to sit down now and say, yes, wait, me go see the judge. We don't need those type of wizardry and witchery round I and I. You know, that's why the youth them come now, them might throw the book in the Bible, the Bible in the fire. And them might deal with love and respect. The youth them might deal with right now. So what we have to do now as elder, we have to try to show the youth them some respect now and try to guide them in and know the revolution, say, yeah, the revolution touchable. Oh, we are going to fight this revolution by resisting by all means necessary. Frontline worker now, because this is a crucial part of the movement now, because we are going to see who ready to sacrifice themselves for this movement, because a lot of one jump up and say them a Rasta leader, but them have fear. Them fear them lose them house and fear them lose them car, just like some people we are working in Babylon right now. If a demonstration are go on, them they behind or them not go or them hide it out because them no want the certain people and then the government and then them lose them property or them whatsoever. You know? So this Rasta movement did a fight by some elder we now have nothing for lose. Them now no property for lose, nor nothing. They don't care about nothing but the revolution. Some of them they really care about their own children. That's how deep this thing was. The elder them just care about the cause. So if the elder then get up and say, we're going to talk to Seattle this morning or we're going to talk to Andrew Holiness this morning about Rasta business, it's just that the elder them are going to deal with. And them are going to go to Andrew Holiness and them are going to talk to Andrew and get answer to come forward to the Rasta community. And when we get the answer there, we are going to reason upon that and know how we're going to move next. So right now we see where a lot of things creeping upon we through the said kind of religious dogma and Christian behavior creep up on Rastafari now. And it have Rastafari now. I live worse than Christian. And the reason why I would say that, because if you see a Christian church now, you go in there, you hear people testify, say, yeah man, years ago he used to be a conductor and now him changed because the good Lord changed him and whatsoever. And he might talk about him past, him story. In a Rasta now, people just appear up and you don't know where them come from, them tell you nothing about themselves. Them never got you nothing where wrong yet. Everything them do from them born is righteous till now. You hear him a call upon Haile Selassie, Rastafari every day. And if somebody else come up them and try to judge other people and say other people wrong. You know. So these are the type of thing we are play upon the youth them mind now, because if you was living a life before or living through life, coming up through life, you must have testimony what was going on in life down there that was real, that you can speak about today to make the youth them learn of your experience in life. And right now, Rastafari in our state where we get so deep in this religious dogma and confusing stories, that's our reality of life. We're not talking about it. You know, Rastafari today find themselves in serious compromising situation. Some of we stuck some places where we want to move and can't move. But you can't even talk about it, because if you talk about it, a man around there say, judgment man. I listen last year, I punish them. And yeah, man, that them forget, man, and these type of things. When you find out, so now, even though the church people them have them weird and them weird them false image where them a worship, them don't reach down that way there, where them so judgmentical against them brethren and sisters. And in the church, as me say, if you listen, a man a got come and him a got give you a story real. He was this man. And now him find the Lord or him find the Jesus or him find the whatsoever and him become this other man now. But before him did find where him find to go at the church, him used to jerk chicken. Him used to jerk pork. Him used to rob too. And him used to walk with him gun. You know, him used to thief yama bush. Him used to thief cocoa. Him used to thief banana. Him used to thief when him used to thief buckle. You know, him used to thief clothes off a line. He used to do all these things. But him changed now. And him born again now. Because in the church now. But him a give him testimony of his life in the church, which is a true testimony of the individual. Which is Rasta first start with these type of thing and the church copied from I and I. A Rasta man have a story to tell. Every Rasta man have a story to tell. But why we're not telling our story and seeking a story that happened 4,000 years ago and 6,000 years ago to tell? That's why we find myself in this type of dilemma today, because it's like we don't know where we are coming from and we don't know how to determine where we are going. And if one amongst I and I come and start to reason upon these reality, it come like I want to blaspheme now. You know, like yourself again. A man come and say him is Haile Selassie, a man vex. A man come and say him is God, a man vex. So why should a man separate Haile Selassie from himself? If Haile Selassie, Rastafari is the Almighty, and the Almighty is supposed to live inside of you, why you should separate, you should put Haile Selassie in the sky and keep yourself on earth? In your thinking. You know, it wouldn't make no sense. So a lot of things where man a do, and I say, is Haile Selassie I say if it do. In reality, it don't make no sense. Because a youth man can come up now and say, he want a hairstyle like Haile Selassie I. Yeah, I want to say, yes, it's Haile Selassie I teaching. And if your daughter grew up now, you grow up with locks, and she says she wants a hairstyle like Empress Menin, who is you to deny her faith? Who is you to tell the little girl, say, she can't have a hairstyle like Empress Menin?
Also, it is evident to I, Rascaleb, that there are members even of this Nyabingi Ancient Council, right, group WhatsApp, right, who have information pertaining to the prince's visits, venues, perhaps even time, right? And if you notice, persons who know something, nothing is being shared, you know. Now, if you don't know nothing, you can't share nothing, right? And sometimes things change. A venue can change. That don't mean say you shouldn't share it. It means when it change, if a publish say it change. So there's really no excuse why everybody's so quiet. It's a highly Grand Pitney. Our trust government round His Imperial Highness. First of all, it was Dr. Barnett that I know to be the person who injected the consciousness of a Prince Ermias to a Jamaican government. Them know nothing about Prince Ermias. A Rasta usually invite Prince Ermias to Jamaica. Yet, persons who usually, and entities who usually invite him, totally out of the loop, right? I now say government can't invite His Imperial Highness Prince Ermias, right? That a state to state, government to government. You know, some person said Dr. Barnett should have been contacted. Oh, he's still just an academic. However, he's a member of the Rastafari community, and I'm not here defending him. I'm here defending Rasta. I don't know who around the prince for the first time. I'm not upset that I'm not around. Who is around? And we don't know. We don't even know if the community aware says Imperial Highness arrived 7 o'clock p.m. this Thursday evening. It's an evening flight. Most likely it's from the airport for him, straight to the hotel, of which I'm not going to disclose the hotel. Yes, I know. Right? But even then, and at the hotel, it's usually the Rastafari Youth Council who use that airport. Day and night when the prince wake up, him say I and I. We have a shift system. Several persons come on now. By 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, you retrieve certain other persons. By 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, the next group there. Who are going to secure the prince now at the airport? But our government invite his Imperial Highness come to Jamaica. And Rasta just a stay, sir. Community and the wider Pan-African community don't know what time His Imperial Highness Prince Ermias arrives in Jamaica today. How them all know what time for come out to the airport? There's usually a royal presence to greet and to meet His Imperial Highness Prince Ermias upon his previous visits to Jamaica, right? And that's why I say you have members of the Rastafari community who know what time His Imperial Highness arrives, and I don't see any communication. I see persons from the community who is in the loop and aware of what is going on is just as quiet or even more quiet than the Jamaica government itself. There's no transparency. Right? Who are going to arm the prince? Right? Yeah. Let's say there's a concern from Rasta people. Who are going to arm the prince? And there are several times before who arm him. The state invite him this time. It's not the community, so naturally. So what's the quietness about His Imperial Highness coming to Jamaica and the time that he arrives and where he's going to be, the various venues and the time? I have the venues, right? I get the venues from the culture ministry itself. Let me call I. Right? Because me go down there and submit a letter, just requesting it. And them call me and give I the itinerary, right? Right? They make sure, so them use a bridging for call me, you know. I go down there and the woman them, if you notice in Jamaica, I be a woman I work everywhere. I have nothing against women, you know, but I said this. You see, this male marginalization, it needs to stop. And them know say me is one of those persons. So they make sure, say, it's a local layman from the ministry come call I and come give I some information. So I say, but Bridging, yeah, I take down all the venues and this and that and Ray and the days and this and that and so have you. But some of the venues exactly you didn't even give me. You just say, Saturday afternoon there's an engagement in Pembroke. When I say where, him don't want to tell me where, like him don't know and this and that. Anyway, I take down all of the days and some of the venues, and then I say, sir, you didn't give me any time to the venues. Him say, I'll call you back 2 minutes. Did I get a call? Right? All of them move just like Babsy.
Yeah, Selassie, I give thanks again. The word sound, you know. And a lot of one say them up on the platform, them don't know what the purpose. Some of them said expire. Some of them I say, you know, that I know nothing else and group of man and chat foolishness. But over the years we try to keep that communication which was touchable, you know, where the ancient them make to Africa and following up with the mission and everything like that up in 1960. And one of the purpose and the main purpose where this platform is here to do is to create an educational climate with can facilitate and develop the maximum potential of all Rasta to fight the struggle against Babylon. And this including to impart knowledge. To impart knowledge is to bridge a gap between Africa and the Caribbean. We give thanks to the elder Bunny. We see him send some information there, and we know say as time go up, ones and ones will get more full up for we have to start from somewhere, by imparting knowledge, teaching how to think and how to make informed decision and how to solve I problem. So I must learn how to think, but I must think properly neither. So by I brethren and reason, when I brethren and reason now, upon the things that I supposed to think about, which is repatriation, reparation, how to go and reclaim the land and develop the land. We got to can think the right way to make the thing happen. We got to move with informed decision, and we got to can solve problem, not create problem. Because grievous words stir up anger. We have to learn to deal with one another with harmony and peace and love. This mission, where I also here on, is to provide practical experience. So we give thanks for the testimony of the ones them, with that practicality of what we know as a people, not something where we want to pretend to be. What in our society where we born can see? We born can see gunman and police and thief. Yeah, that we born can see in a Jamaica. So our practical experience different from other people experience. And we know other people want to learn of some of our experience, and we want to learn of some other people experience, especially I brothers and sisters in Africa. That's why we are here, providing practical experience. We are also here developing creativity, self-respect, and a basic social skill. If we cannot socialize, we cannot unite. If we don't have no self-respect, you can't respect your brother and your sister. If you don't have no creativity, you can't create nothing. You can't, because you need to create idea how to free yourself, how to conquer Babylon. So we're developing creativity, we're developing self-respect, and a basic social skill on this platform. So it's not just all about reading Bible or about Bible or Bible story, or it's a Bible conflict going on, or it's a Bible class or Bible lesson going on. Our mission is fostering discipline, self-worth, morality, a cooperative, irate, and a desirable attitude to work together as one people. This is why we are here. And I were here administering the Navigation Council, or employing the highest level of teacher professionalism. So as a teacher, you got to be professional. And so far, I give thanks to all the ones and we have tried them best. But we need professionalism. To be professional, you got to know about diplomacy and all this type of way of deal with one another. To don't get personal. But remember, we know there's a lot of one on this platform, and many other Rasta man we have platform defending the same cause that Africa should be free. We should reclaim our land. And the black man king is the black man God. We have that in common. All the Rasta, I must have that in common. Whatsoever other things you have in mind that is personal. But all Rasta have two things in common. Africa is our land, our sovereign land, and our king is our God. And I know that all these Rasta platforms, if I should come together with these two objectives that we all agree upon, that I have the ability plus the determination for the achievement of repatriation. Yeah. So that is it. So when I want forward an era of the Nyabinghi Council, it is in a modern era where I upgrade our attitude and behavior towards the mission of Rastafari. For this mission never die, as the revolutionaries, as the elder say, the revolutionary spirit never die. You know, it only can advance in truth and right. It only can advance with love and light and in righteousness. For that is what pleading for I and amongst I, righteousness, pleading, and humanity, pleading that I must come together with one love that serve I all, which is equality and justice. So a man personal God where him want to pray to, and a man personal desire where him have on earth is his personal business. Who am I to deny his faith? But I are fighting for a national cause. And in order to get this accomplished, we got to impart knowledge. The youths can share the little knowledge, but the elders have more knowledge than the youths. And the knowledge that the elder have, it going to strengthen the youths and give the youths a vision for the future. So I have to aware of these things. You know, in everything you got ups and downs. In every situation you have people will challenge you. And according to the laws of earth, you know, certain situations, that's why I don't try to get into argument, because I don't look into winning argument. Because I rather speak less. Which you have a lot of people who like an argument, them like a strong conversation. I got certain sign with born under certain stars and things where them don't accept defeat in no kind of conversation, whether it is friendly or whether it is violent. We got to have these earthly knowledge. So that is what I say. We cannot learn both story 500 years and 600 years old when you don't know nothing about yourself. But when a man know himself, you can't able to know other people. But if you don't know what you're capable of, the same thing we keep be a downfall over and over and over again. For there is nothing to win amongst I and I. We have something to win against Babylon, which is our freedom. By fighting against a brother or proving say you're wise or better than your brother cannot win your freedom from Babylon. So that's why we are here with this mission of Rastafari. It now have nothing to do with religion. All where I man just speak about what this mission is about repatriation and how to educate ourselves. You know, how to socialize amongst ourselves. and the Pope.
Right, Thursday, which is today, 7 p.m. approximately, His Imperial Highness Prince Ermias Haile Selassie will be arriving at the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston. All right, we have information circulated, right? There's usually expectations that Rastas will come out to meet and to greet His Imperial Highness, right? That is unusual. Yet if the community don't have the information or it's going to happen. So circulated, this is no fucking secret, right? Friday, the government in the day may have something private with His Imperial Highness, but, in the evening there's an engagement, there's a reception, right? It's based off an invitation, so I can't even tell the people the time, nor the venue, you see? But I'm one of the persons who were invited, and there are others, right? So I'll be able to engage His Imperial Highness, right? I have 2 letters for him, right? Coming from a youth perspective and representing youths, yeah, right? So Saturday morning now, they might take the Prince, go Montego Bay, right? That's what we did last time. It was quite boring for the Prince, right? Some Montego Bay keys to the town or keys to the city. It was quite boring for the Prince, right? I'll drive him all the way down there, sir. However, it's important because there you may meet with members of the Rastafari community within the Nyabingi, right? That would be more purposeful and more interesting to the Prince, right? Saturday evening, right? Saturday afternoon is the engagement at Pembroke Hall. It's a public engagement as well. The keys to the city in the morning, when you're going to Montego Bay, is also public. Saturday evening is public as well, Heroes Park. Sunday morning is the Huey Chapel, kind of private. Sunday evening or late afternoon, Ronnie Williams. Vibes all going over there, sir. Sunday night is Heroes Park again. Monday morning, there's a ceremony, an honor awards, King's House. Monday night, there's a private dinner, at the hotel. I'm not disclosing it. Right? I have some professionalism. Right? But as I say, I'm not hiding anything, because I'm not saying none of them things is no blood clot secret. Oh, yeah. Nothing what go on with the Prince visit is secret. Nothing. I don't know why person's so quiet. None of them things are a secret. Yeah. So, persons have the venues, I just state it on the days. There's much more to find out. We'll find out as each day goes by. You see how the thing said? Yeah, in the past, there's usually an itinerary, like very accessible. Last time he was here was also a state visit in liaison with Dr. Barnett and the university and everything that went on. It was for the 50th. It was also a state visit. It was much more transparency from the government in particular, right? Don't know what is happening this time, right? Government just capture His Imperial Highness, as a link where the community has. I remember a link that members of the community has. I have.
Nyabingi, order of truths and rights, justice and judgment. Yes, I. Now I have a reason with the council pertaining to matters and issues. Yeah? Now, what I say, when I want forward to the council with a complaint and a matter, it's all of I and I business. Is this? All of I and I business. Now, it is not just some of I and I, it's all of I and I. Now when I see a go on the council, yeah? You have someone's on the council. Whenever time I and I see these ones intervene in a situation, that situation involves someone who these ones know making a complaint. That is the only time these ones say them are deal with that issue because of them friend. See? So you call them thing there, them friend situation. So them always are going to support them friend. Well, I and I burn friend and company because the only friend I keep is I girlfriend. That is the only friend I keep. Yeah. Now, the next thing again, the presentation. When I want to forward to the council with a complaint and a matter, I want supposed to know how to present themselves on the council so that ones can understand what is the matter and know how to approach it. Now, I see ones forward on this council, disorder, conduct, outer orderness, complaining on a matter with all type of derogative words and all these things. Now I'm going to show the item some. These ones, they couldn't go in the police station in a body rang station or body rang courthouse with these type of attitude. No. But them forward to the bingy house. And this is the type of behavior them perform in the bingy house. And when them go to body rang courthouse and body rang police station, them orderly, them in an order. I see that with my own eyes, you know. I see that. Now I'm going to show you where I take and know say, none of these ones are judgment are going to reach them, you know. When I went to court with Ivy you them, and one of the police in low key, and tell him say, for putting shirt in his pants, you want to see him stuck it in, nice, and him never give the police no argument. No, but when I tell him, say, him can't behave like that and deny a bingy grow with these type of derogative sound, or him want turn scotch pass in a burial ground. And you have ones on this platform where support him. Yeah, support him. So I tell you, I have a message to the item. A judgment ball, man. Fire and brimstone, man. So I now go tell the item, say, change on the ways because on the ways can't change. None at all. On the ways can't change. So I come to show the item this, you know. See? Presentation is good. Because when the elder Ayato present himself, he never curse no bad word for say, I and I can't understand what him say. Even the ones them where come and complain and tell lie on the elder. Them never come and curse no bad word neither. And I text them text. So presentation is good. Yeah? See? So here what? Rastafari no deal with partiality. Rastafari no deal with injustice. And Rastafari no deal with friend and company. You know? Yes, I. The only friend I keep is I and I girlfriend. Yeah, that is the only friend I keep. you know, and deal with Rastafari, and I deal with Rastafari works hopeful in our own way, according to how His Majesty sure I. Isis, so here we know. The partiality ways a judgment. Because no matter how, ones and ones, we sure the eye them say, when you go to Bingi, go around the fire key and release those things. Yeah? The fire itself will take it away, man. The item still go a Bingi and keep these things within the item structure. Just to create contention. Well, I assure the item say, Rastafari, I watch the item, you know. And Rastafari prepare the item judgment, you know. Yeah, man. So I now go tell the item say, change your ways. No, man. No, man. A judgment, man, pan no ways, man. A brimstone and fire. Yeah, man. Rastafari, the highest, man. Empress many night, mother of Iration, and I, the children. Yeah, man.
Salute. I tell them chalice. Long time I am on the chalice, you know. I am on stop smoke curb over 30 years now. So I've tried through all of that. Yes, I think in one of these voice notes I have already identified myself as JahBunny, the runaway slave, man from Boswak, now better known as Bakawal. I listen to the utterance where I drop in at the Asian Council, and I take the privilege to take up this correspondence with the I direct. Man is a father of 11 youth out of the three from Bakawal. I am from Bakawal. The other 8 born here in Babylon. I'm a youth them age group from 53 to 12. So I just lay a foundation now, say. The reason why we got reason there I know, it's not friend me I look. I'm not a friendly person. So it's not friendly I look. I just through it's only right for I to share certain knowledge with certain youth. So some of my voice note will already tell you how I stand. Revolution straight back where I come from. So that's all. Why I want this documents, Robert Hill documents, I've sent it to the eye because the eye sound like a youth who can decipher things. So I'd love you for decipher these documents and then we reason. But where I'm going to lay the foundation for me that I know now, say, I history is deeper than stronger than every other history that Jamaica produced today. Now, I want you to pay serious attention to how Claudius Henry did pick up the strad and what he did when he bring in his son with a revolutionary team to come take away that. That move that Claudius Henry make is what bring about I partial so-called independent, because the first strike, Claudius Henry strike, put so much fear in our Babylon that these documents are going to show you now, say, Rasta and Babylon was at war from 1954 up at the year where I'm born. 1954. I'm born as a war baby. From that time up until 1978, when we Rastafari established the first guns down You may say the first guns down, where every rude boy have to put down them gun. I was a part of that community and that generation. Still alive today if I tell you about that. So the biggest peace treaty, the famous peace treaty, go back to the drawing board and you will see that it was Rasta that was in charge of that whole peace movement. Now, today, under the Bible preaching and the Bible teaching, anytime them hear Rasta man talk like I, the earth tremble globally. No, don't watch Muta and don't watch Terry Small and don't watch Miguel, because all those guys are part of the fraternity upper UWI that always scheming to keep I and I under control, Babylon control. This report we're going to show you now will establish what the role of the university, the role of Michael Normal Manley, the role of Bustamante come straight down now to what we are seeing now. How comes the government is now who inviting the king grandson to come to Jamaica. In one of my podcasts, first I have established that I is a royalist and I am connected to the Imperial World Federation, that this prince grandfather had give I and I to the Church of Haile Selassie. So I and I don't say EWF, I and I say IEWF. Anyway, this was just a short introduction. And I want I feel free that you can knock on I anytime for any kind of history, because I know big up myself for certain things when it comes to, but you hear how I speak. I speak with the total authority, because it was my generation who run with Bible preacher out of West Kingston. It was my generation who built this movement from a revolution aspect. It was my generation, no other generation. And I give respect to the elders, but they have to know when the church come back a while, it was my generation who run them out. So when we talk them where the people get vexed. But keep in mind, when it comes to back a while history, Buzzrock history, you're not going to hear Miguel talk about it. You're not going to hear Muta talk about it. You're not going to hear Jerry Small talk about it, because these people were not a part of that history. So until that time, Lion, stand firm, put in the work that you have to put in. I'm still here, putting in and guiding youths them. You will hear in one of the voice note when I tell this little youth, say, the revolutionary war is now being fight and heavy forum. This little daughter where you see on Iman thing is one Iman baby just graduate with distinction as a midwife. So out of that respect, she a fight the struggle in a different way, So one perfect love, my lion. Keep standing firm, same way.
Yes, I give thanks to the meditation throughout the day and the meditation in the night. I there one step ahead of Babylon, And the elder say when we find we self one step ahead, we must keep it that way, stay ahead. through the King of King power. So we also now we give thanks to the sharing of the documentation we're coming across, from Jamaica, South Africa, and brethren them in England, and even the brethren them in America who have helped with that liberation struggle. It's a liberation struggle we are fighting, and the mission is repatriation. And repatriation conquer all laws and government commandment, for Rasta is a government within a government. Yeah, so we are called for the more imparting and knowledge now, because we want to bridge a gap between Africa and the Caribbean. This gap is that I and I must get one overstanding of the way forward where I and I is supposed to tread. As I man said, the mission is repatriation, and it's a government to government arrangement. And we give thanks to the sound that come out of South Africa the other day pertaining to the reasoning and conferences that we keep. And we pray that ones from the diaspora who can afford to send representative to these conference, go and get on and the work and do the work of Rastafari. Even brethren and sisters where they on the island said we can organize 2 tickets for your brethren or sister or small delegation to go to Africa, the conference, the continental conference. The aim and the objective repatriation, and see how best we can give input into a collective workforce towards repatriation. For these islands is just an island, but when it comes on to Africa, we are dealing with the continent now. So we got to try to link up internationally. For I man, I want to stay in a corner upon an island now and I say, yeah, the youth them to do this revolution in a way where they may not understand how to carry out this revolution. And if you don't mind sharp, some of them end up in prison for the last news I man hear about pertaining to gun violence in Jamaica right now. Them pass the law say if them hold a local youth with a gun right now, it's 25 years. Which that will take up most of the youth man life in prison system, institution. Yeah, we don't want them things that happen. And I wouldn't feel good to know that I invoke certain meditation upon the youth them. And then when the youth them in a captive, I man sit down I eat with knife and fork and I drink and I watch flat screen TV while youth man being captivated. So I as minister on the battlefield and Imperial Guard, I have to plan wisely and strategically, how we're going to make things happen for Rasta revolution. The ones them who find themselves on the ground and organize, we have great general on the platform, we have lieutenant, we have field marshal, we have kings and queens, we can give advice how the youth them should fight this revolution, for we've passed the stage now where the masses of the people is against Rasta, we no longer have to deal with that crucial side of the movement where
Lion, respect and love. It's not time and intention for come on this platform or any platform and disrespect any youth or anyone. That's not a part of human nature. Ask the high flesh Skibu. Skibu was here in England and come upon the Hyman trod. And I never disrespect Skibu or any of the young lion them. The high old man also bongo time passed through. I passed through his on the rock, and he passed through high on here in England. I don't want to go forward in our whole heap of things, but if you listen how the young lion reasoned this morning after I approach her in that disrespectful manner. And when I man tell him, oh, it would have to drop a back a wall and him come forward for sure. I say him also come from back a wall. I man respect foundation and foundational youth. So I man no like the clash with the youth. But I find say the youth no have no respect. And I now say any individual youth, most youth I man come a jam one and I man say the only place respect still there for elder is in a back a wall. Outside a back a wall in the wider realms of Jamaica, most youth no have no respect for elder and them just talk with no respect to elder. Now, for example, I never disrespect the eye old man yet, bongo time. Cause I man go up and know say it's I man duty to protect all elder. But I now feel that duty coming from RASTAFARI. You see, the eye is the eye. This is no going to 2 o'clock here in England. And I just listen to the eye just now. And I always listen to the eye carefully. Cause one thing where I man can hear from the eye, and the eye flesh is kaboo, and some other youth like Ras. Why I hear from the eye them when the eye them? I man hear that level reasoning with that borderline respect. So once I hear the respect there, I go come to the eye because I see that the eye has seek knowledge. And that's all I have a wealth of it. And that's all I want part. And I'm gonna go dead with it. Just like Bongo Time dead with him knowledge. Water dead with him knowledge. Planner dead with him knowledge. Bongo Time dead with him knowledge. Fox, Wolf, the whole of the elder them dead with them knowledge. I know say I got dead with I want to. And all I try for do right now before that I was Rasta is just part with it. So the youth them can just get a different balance on the thing. I don't lick my chest. I don't brag me a brag. I don't boast me a boast. But it might sound that way there. I can't talk about what me hear. All I can talk about is I experience. And when I hear disrespect, I, JahBunny, I go deal with it accordingly. No fire. I start off this morning as always speaking from a revolutionary perspective. Because that's all I'm on, no Rasta. I'm on born a back a wall, Basta. I'm on never leave back a wall. Go nowhere. So the one them have to understand how I come. I never leave back a wall where's Kingston. Go nowhere else outside of the city in terms of the boundaries. When I a youth, I don't even pass ferry. I don't go read Spanish Town because of the prison. This is how I did go. No care how the place at. Me never leave, go nowhere. So me don't know about running. This is what I them for know. Bakawal is right there. It never leave, go nowhere. The people from Bakawal is still there. That's why I must say you have to listen how people talk. You can't talk about that history without it get clarification because the people them never leave. No, my brother. Look what bring I to the drawing board now. I man just simply say is Rasta open the gun court in 1974. And that alone, you see how simple me say it, me never argue it, you know. Me just say it simple. And I respond to it, make I know say I deal with a baby. No disrespect, liar, but the eye is a baby to the thing. Yet the eye is a foundation seen a youth today. I can't knock the eye. I man listen how the eye them trod. And the eye them is Rasta baby will come up in the thing and want the best for the thing. I too still have that fire burning where I want to see the thing move. That's all I'm doing. I'm trying to help out the best way I can. And I come from the angle that I didn't know it. I don't know it no other way. I don't know it no Bible way. I don't know it no churchical way. It's not the whole of I and I did go churchical. So all me I ask Rasta is when I open my lyrics for share it. If you don't like what you hear and it disturbing, humble and make it pass. Because I man listen, I hear a whole heap of things where disturb I man lyrics, you know. And I don't attack it. I only go on the defense when I man feel that I command the attack. So, as my old man did say, make we try to work out with differences. And the differences is for know say some people were born a back a wall. Never leave it go nowhere because it's I and I who take the death before the sun a vow. So let me just tell you a little history about the gun court. Babylon rules and Babylon laws. No frighten no man like I and I, brother. Just know me hear you speak. And when you speak, you say the Minister of Justice makes sense. And I wonder if it's the Babylon Minister of Justice or the youth lion Rascarfield. If it's the youth lion Rascarfield, then all I ask Rascarfield is for all a balance and stop. Make the thing become so personal, like he's just there to attack everything that him hear when I sit well with him. Because that is not Rasta. Yeah, that is not Rasta. Rasta have to just know, say, I and I is different. And I approach are going to be different. But it's the same cause I and I trying to achieve. Now, I pick it up where most ones we have lax is so anti-lax that them don't even know that when you wear lax, it's what the rudiment of that is. Them can't identify with soldiers where now wear no lax. Why they choose not to wear no lax? And I man break down all these things before. So I don't watch no man from no lax point of view. I man more pay attention to what come out of a man's mouth. Now, brethren, the gun court was open in 1974, I think sometime in July. I can't go find when it opened, but it's one of I man youth brethren who opened the gun court. I man passed through the gun court 5 times. I man walk out a red fence. It's not boast I boast, but the history. At one stage when I went to a gun court, I just pay a Rasta in a gun court. If you never know, I weed and build up the gun court fall. So you see when ones and ones hear I speak like this, them take it like I just badness me I preach. I not preach no badness. I just show you how the thing that said them label I and I accordingly when them want to pass them law. No, Anthony Tingle, my little brethren, was the first youth that got sentenced in to gun court. He was sentenced to life and 10 years at the time when the gun court opened. Them not for hold you with no gun. All them have to hear say you did have a gun. All a man have to say you did have a gun. And you get life and 10 years. So when the gun court opened, the rules and the law was viciously than where they must say no. And this is what I am trying to show you now. Say, for them rules and for them laws, I go be them rules and law. Rasta no have no fear. That the life something there for God never fear my generation. At one stage, me da GP and appear Rasta in a GP. A not, C not, B not, and D not. At one stage, me in a Spanish Town prison and appear Rasta majority in the prison. Tambrin Farm the same way. Bamboo Prison the same way. Richmond Prison the same way. The prisons them was built also to hold slave. General Penitentiary and Spanish Town Prison is slave holding center from slavery days. So these things now, when I say some man are coward, because it's like to all the things said today, Babylon have I and I under more fear than when the thing did actually properly functioning. Now fire. Why I JahBunny speak again the way I speak? The youth this morning a question I do. and what the things them that I preach. I preach these things because I man have lived these things everywhere. I man put I man foot where I trod. If I man for tell the I them who I is and how I trod earth universally, then all the Adam will take offense. I say, boy, it's like the man is a bionic man. I don't have no fear, Rasta. I don't try to hurt with fear. And I don't have to really, all I have to say is I name JahBunny. Is I my name badass. And that alone in itself, who know who this lion is. I don't want to repeat the things them where I man already done the utter. This is not a lick my chest. I have done as a worker in a Rasta. I have done things. That's why I can speak how I speak. I tired to tell I them say I is not a man with sit down, beat drum, read Bible, say Psalms a day. I no come from that generation there. I is a works man. So I man grew up. I man grew up where when there's works to be done, them send I upon works, send I upon mission. These things gone out of the movement. We don't have no vanguard and we don't have no works man now. You know how long me no hear a works mash? And them thing them here sit down for listen for hear, you know. Who a mash works and who a go on mission. And we don't hear no mission and no works. All we are here is people that disrespect Rasta. We don't have no vanguard for really sort out with fear. So all I ask the item for the Rasta. Look how long I man. From the last time I and Ras Garfield catch up, I man just fall forward, you know. Juna Negos and I did reason and Juna Negos show I for fall back, you know. And I man listen to Negos and fall forward because I man never want to offend no one. And this is over like 6 months or more in a fire. And all I man did I do this morning is just open back the floor for put it forward for sure the history of Leonard Howell and how Babylon use the university for bring I down and all this whole thing because I man is a scrutinizer of records. So the record we publish on this platform, I man take it and rip it apart and now the like for have a discussion around it amongst I and I as opposed to go public. Because it already is public, you know. But if you notice, you know, hear Jerry Small, you know, hear Miguel, you know, hear Muta address this atrocity and the misconcept and the lie that Babylon tell that is we who did ask them. The mission to Ethiopia and Africa was to help diffuse the revolution struggle that Leonard Howell and Claudius Henry did put in place as the fire when it start from 1954. That's 20 years before the I born. But you see, when we try to take it from them angle, because it's them missing pieces there where make the youth them confused today. And all I am trying to do is put forward these missing pieces in place. So make we look and just try for reason. Just the same way where I can humble when I hear you to speak. I may not agree with them. I only open my mouth and try for reason with youth where connect with I when them open their mouth, you know. So if I not connect with certain youth, then just hold it, man. I know say what you be a deal with it. I know where I a deal with. That's just how simple it is, you know. You don't have to come attack I, you know. So Rasta, love, you know. And I man I go humble and go and listen and only try for reason who I feel I can connect with. And that's what they know. Me not have to try you